Hi, I'm Tricia, Research Manager at Immerse.
I'm Christina, Curriculum and Assessment Manager at Immerse.
Welcome to Connecting the Dots, Converse on the Verse. This show is all about diving into the pedagogy and efficacy behind Immerse, the first virtual reality language learning platform designed specifically for live language teaching and learning.
In this week's episode, meet one of our members, Claudia. Hear about her experiences learning in Immerse. I hope you enjoy today's episode. Hello, everybody. Today we are so fortunate because we have one of our members here with us. So I'd like to welcome you, Claudia, to our podcast.
Hi. Thank you, Christina.
Claudia, we're so happy you're here.
We are so happy you're here. So we hear you are one of our most dedicated members, taking lots of classes. But let's start at the beginning. Why did you start learning in Immerse? Why did you want to come into Immerse and start taking classes?
Yes, in fact, I've about we are at set in I think January, and I've seen the Immerse application, but at that time you said that eventually there will be classes for English, so I kept that in mind, but it was really in the back. And sometimes during the summer, I was diagnosed with IBSM, intestinal bowel syndrome, and I have a job that I have to go on the road and to go on farms, on dairy farms, and it was really difficult to do my jobs. And to be frank, I was desperate a little bit to know what I will do in the future. But I really like my company, and they are really personal, person and oriented. And I was informed that eventually there will be a post. A position that will be open in customer service as customer service agent, but I had to be bilingual, so to talk English. And to be frank, I was confident of my reading now and my listening. I was able to listen to videos now in English, almost without subtitles. But my talking, I don't think it's the term even in French, but I always say I was baragouining. So I really had to talk in English. And I wasn't confident because, to be frank, for the reading and the listening, it took me almost 10 years. So
Wow.
I was like, I'm not sure it will work, but I say to myself, why not try? And I was really happy to find out that Immerse was now open for English classes. And it happens that at the times that I was checking for it, you open the classes with the new
membership
options. Yes. And I was like, oh yes, with that I will be able to take all the class I want. And I really like the title of your application, Immerse Myself in English. So I did that.
Claudia, that's amazing. I can tell that you are very, very motivated. I'm curious, as someone who, because you said I wasn't confident at all in my speaking. So as a learner that was a bit more anxious maybe coming in, how has your learning experience been in classes? What was that like for you?
Yeah, I was really surprised. First I was really anxious, and I was like, I will be in beginner classes, and I haven't gone to the AI application, the
Advanced?
Sorry,
With the AI?
yes, with the AI.
Oh.
And I was like, I will start with them
Mhm.
to be because I was anxious, and I was scared to be bad in front of others.
Mhm.
So I have gone there, and in fact, it's really funny to talk with them. And sometimes I was talking with one of them, and I was like, "Am I really talking with an AI?" I thought
Right.
there was a human finale in the back, but no, they're AI, and I was talking to another, and I realized, yes, it's really an AI. Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And finally, when I took my first classes, I realized how the teachers are really uh, positive, and uh, the students too. It's really fun when you go to a class and you're starting, you're not sure how to work the application, and they're really comprehensive, the teachers, but the students too,
Wow.
and they help you in it. And the way we talk, it's like when we do the situation, uh,
Mhm. Like
the,
the role plays.
the students, they joke like, oh, you can go, you can come to my home to eat tonight, or I can go to yours. And I'm like, at first I was a little bit taken aback because I'm like, yes, but you're in Italy. You won't be able to. But I've started to do it myself, to joke around like that. And in fact, I'm starting to think, oh, maybe I don't travel at all. Maybe I start traveling, and the fact that I started to know a lot of people in a lot of places, I will be more confident, less anxious, less stressed to
Mhm.
be in another country where I don't know anything. So it's really opening doors.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Yeah. So there are so many things that you mentioned that you enjoyed: the AI, working with your classmates, working with the guides we have. So I'll just jump to that next question I have for you. How has Immerse then? You said you needed the English to get the customer service job. So how has Immerse helped you meet that language goal of yours?
Yeah, I think you listen to it. I'm really I'm really fluent right now. I still search my vocabulary like you've seen, but really less. And when I search it, sometimes I just go around and explain what I have to say, and I'm not stressed. Oh, I don't know the word, and
Mhm.
blocking. I The fact that I've learned. Oh, I will mention. I've seen the video with you, Christina and Tricia, that you were explaining, Christina, a little bit how you've built the Immerse application and the learning experience. And I really like the fact that you mentioned that you're going a little bit like the kids learn English.
Mhm.
So uh, it's really this experience that I've lived. And when you said that, I've clicked, oh, that's why I didn't have difficulty. Sorry, I passed another question at the same time,
No, that's
but
that's
That's
perfect. That's
okay.
perfect. Yeah.
it really clicked when I've listened to your interview, because I was like, oh, it's true. The kids, when they learn, we are not always saying, oh no, don't say it like that. Oh no, do it like that.
Mhm.
We are listening, and we are correcting them, and not all the time, but at in the fun way. We are showing them pictures, color pictures. We do activities with them. We play with them at the kitchen, things like that. And in fact, Immerse is like a playground for adults to learn.
Oh, I
I
love
love
that.
that.
It's like
That
a
is an
playground
amazing
for
quote,
adults.
Claudia.
I love that.
You'll
That's
probably see that on the website. It's beautiful.
we're gonna say from Claudia. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Go
No,
ahead,
that's
Tricia.
an
I know.
amazing. Oh, I was just going to ask Claudia. You mentioned that when you came in, you were like, "I'm going to start with the AI practice" because you were nervous. So I'm curious, what advice would you have for someone who wants to start using Immerse or wants to start learning a language, but maybe they're really they don't have any confidence or they don't think that their language skills are where they need to be. Where would you tell them to start?
Yes. Uh, I think you have to stay open minded when you start, because yes, it's stressful, and maybe the first class you will take won't go that well, because maybe you're not that advanced and you won't understand a class. But it's not necessarily because you're not at that level. Some of the classes are more difficult than other for us, and it's really individually, because I could have difficulty from a class, and a, another will be really good in that class. So stay open and try. There's a lot of new students right now, and I like the fact that the teachers take the times to mention it, that they let the students
Hmm.
try all levels, the time to know to learn themselves where they are right now and experiment. Because if we say, oh no, you don't understand this class, go to the other and don't come back, it will be a really
Right.
negative
Right.
experience, and they won't come back maybe.
Right.
But we work with them, and in fact I think the, the teachers like working with them with me, because I like to help the new students. So
That's
it,
awesome.
it's it's going well.
That's awesome. So it sounds like you made a lot of good friendships as well, built some new friendships across the globe. Yeah.
Yes.
And let me ask you, you mentioned restaurant. Do you have a favorite scene? Do you have a favorite place that you've taken a class?
Oh, to be frank, I don't. Oh,
Okay,
but
that's a,
okay, I really like animals, and I've gone to the zoo one time. So,
okay. That's great.
but to be frank, I really like all the things, because for myself, I really wanted to be fluent. So
Mhm.
I really wanted to experience everything, and it's really that we have all the sense that we have to experiment, and we can come back to those signs to practice again. So when we come back, there's still the vocabulary, the things that are around the, the rooms, that we can check again. And sometimes we took a class, it was not the same and the same themes, the same
Theme.
Theme,
team.
yeah.
Yes, but it was similar, and there's a click that's happened in our head,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I didn't understand that like that, but now it's so clear. So yes, and I mean, like I've mentioned, I'm in the VR set. I know that some people are on the computer, and I think it's really good, because it's not all people that can get a VR set. It's
Mhm.
expensive, but if you have the money and you like to experiment, I think it's a good experience, because like me, you see, I'm really gestural, and I think the fact that I can work with the things like I would work with them in real life,
Right.
uh,
Hmm.
it really changed my learning possibilities. I there's really connections that are done that are like in real life, so it really helps me. And I'm talk I I'm talking with someone face to face, even if it's an avatar. So it's helping me. But I have to mention, for the avatar. I think it helps for the shy people like me myself.
Mhm.
I know it doesn't show how the teachers are like, you're shy, but
Claudia, I love hearing you say all this because we've done so much research showing all of that, like showing that an avatar makes people more comfortable and showing that we learn better when we're able to be like, embodied in the experience. But to hear you validate it is very exciting for us.
Yeah, and just to
um,
hear your value of what we've designed here at Immerse,
Mhm.
and you recognizing how it's really helped you meet your goals. So I personally can't thank you enough. Connecting with members, connecting with our learners is just so meaningful. And, seeing that in just such a short time, it's been what, 3 or 4 months, and you were able to meet your language goals and get the job that you wanted to get. So, hooray and kudos to you. So, thank you so much for spending the time with us today.